So I've been doing a lot of virtual CIO work, so that's Chief Information Officer work, as well as a lot of virtual Chief Information Security Officer work. I'm qualified for both, and it makes me kind of unique. I have a big infrastructure and architecture and design background around IT, a lot of technical experience. I've been doing it for about 25 years, as well as several years of security experience in the compliance domain as well as incident response. So I have a lot of, ability to sit in both the CIO role and the CISO role. But as far as the CIO, I've been doing a lot of virtual CIO work lately, and I realized that from a company perspective, my company, my MSSP that I am working with, views a CIO as pretty much a driver for, continuing to align the customers with our tech stack. However, what reality is a vCIO at a company, or the CIO at a company, serves as a leader of digital transformation within that company, the leader of innovation, helping grow that company and move that company forward in digital transformation. Now, where that collides with kind of the MSP and MSSP reality is that MSSPs and MSPs generally are only concerned about, their own stack and their own product catalog. So for instance, I have a client that I was doing vCIO work that is asking for a migration to a new ERP system and a new CRM and a new HRIS. They want a solution put together and led. So this is a full-time CIO job right there. And I'm handling these problems as a virtual CIO. Okay, I bring those problems back, and we don't sell CRM, we don't sell ERP, we don't sell HRIS. So what am I going to do? How is my, where do I fit in there? So I'm doing my best to be the strategic IT leader and visionary for these companies. I'm doing my best to be their Chief Information Security Officer or their Chief Information Officer, even if I'm just doing it on a virtual basis. Now, as a Chief Information Officer, these companies that want digital transformation help and really have an idea of these solutions they want in place and want to go cloud and want these things like, really, and there's no reason they shouldn't. A lot of these companies are kind of behind the times and realize it, and they want to modernize. They want to go through this digital transformation, consume these SaaS services, get themselves so that they're handling their customer relationship management, handling sales and quoting in the cloud, having that transform into a project once it's signed off, and go into the ERP system, which drives material planning and ordering and procurement and shipping and receiving and inventory management until the product is built, manufacturing, bill of materials, and finished product QA and shipping. They want this holistic solution. And so that's what a vCIO does, a virtual Chief Information Officer. If you're really doing that job well, you're helping companies lead digital transformation within their company. You're helping them lead innovation. That's what a CIO does. Virtual CIO, we're just filling in that space for a smaller company that doesn't have the capacity to hire a full-time CIO. We're helping guide that company and lead that company in this. So yes, a lot of work to do, but what I really wanted to call out was the misalignment of CIO in reality versus CIO and what managed service providers think. There's actually a difference, and CIOs, if they want to really do their virtual CIO or fractional CIO job properly, they're looking after the customer's strategic needs. They're looking after their customers' wants. They're helping their customers move their customer companies, these companies that have them as the vCIO. They're helping these companies along down their digital transformation path, and they're not using only their own agenda, their own catalog. This is creating a conflict currently with me. I want to be the purest CIO I can for these companies. I'm helping them. I'm guiding them. I'm, helping enable them to grow and make wise IT solution decisions and consider the full architecture and infrastructure before making any kind of vendor lock-in decisions and looking at, timetable and investment and all that stuff to figure out what the best solution is with the customers. And then we'll demo a couple solutions together, and we'll vet out some vendors and do some vendor due diligence. But I don't think that a lot of people think of a vCIO as doing that. They may think of a CIO as doing that, but a vCIO, it's, a lot of companies just look at it as the account manager. So I just wanted to clarify that if you are a CIO or a vCIO or a fractional CIO, you should be leading the company not only in innovation, but in digital transformation and using the business's needs and wants to build your strategy, business objectives, and what makes the business money. My first question is to a company is, how do you make money? Like, what do you sell? What's your service? What's your process? What's from quote to cash? How do you make money? What's the cycle there? And then my next question is, what are the constraints? If you wanted to increase volume, what are the constraints? Is it that you can't get material in fast enough? You don't have enough people working on the line. Sales aren't coming in fast enough. You have capacity, production capacity, but there's no sales coming in. Is it that, you have a lot of returns and quality problems? Is it that you're having problems shipping? And logistics is a problem. Like, there are a ton of business problems a CIO can help solve here without building on their own agenda. So all I'm doing is encouraging these CIOs, especially and fractional CIOs, use the company's objectives as your agenda, not your own. You'll win either way. Yes, your own company wants to sell more managed services, more recurring services. But if you are being pure to your clients and giving their clients the best service and the best solutions possible, then you're naturally going to sell more recurring services. But yes, it's going to be more work. You're going to have to step out of your bubble and help manage other vendors, help make decisions where your company may not be in the picture as far as a vendor. Like when I'm selling an ERP solution, we don't sell ERP. So I'm going to be in there helping them decide between other vendors. Do I have a horse in the game? No. Like in the race? No. It's like it's completely for the company's best interests. Will we get any additional recurring revenue out of it? Probably not. Will it create stickiness and make the company love us and want to keep us there forever? Yes. Does it help us, be decision makers and enablers for that business? Yes. So there's a lot of reasons a CIO should work for the customer company, their best interests rather than their own. All right, thanks for listening to my rant in the car. Thanks. Bye.